Part of why we overcollect or overshop is that we crave something new, something luxurious, something that makes us feel soothed and like we're pampered. I think it's just a human thing that we desire that. I don't know quite why, but it feels nice to feel a little bit of luxury. Now, it's easy to say, okay, just get over that craving for something new or something luxurious. That's how you get to minimalism or a more streamlined life. Or you could say, you know what, that's a feeling I sometimes get. I don't want to bottle it up so that all of a sudden I end up going on a shopping spree. Instead, I'm going to try to find little ways to quench that desire for something luxurious, something that just feels a little self-pampering by finding affordable ways to meet that desire. So even though this video might feel a little bit frivolous, I actually think it's kind of important. It keeps you from way overspending. So today I'm going to share some affordable ways to find little moments of luxury. A first strategy is to rearrange furniture. And I know this one is pretty basic, but let's be real. If you've ever rearranged furniture in a space, it does make the space feel like new and far more luxurious. I have this little flap in our kitchen that kind of comes up anytime we need a little bit more surface space. And we go through periods of time where sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down. And Andy recently commented how when we switch which way it is, it suddenly makes the kitchen feel like new. It's this weird phenomenon. We don't even do much. It's something we already have that's built in, yet it makes the space feel different. And it quenches that thirst for novelty. A second strategy is to give my dog a bath at home. And what's great is this is pretty much free other than the shampoo and conditioner I use. She smells so good afterward, and I feel like it actually keeps my entire home a little bit cleaner if she doesn't have that slight feeling of dirt all the time. And then when I cuddle up with her, I just have this sense of like, wow, this is luxurious. I have this wonderful, clean, fluffy dog. A third strategy is to use fancier glassware than the beverage calls for. Sometimes I'll just have water and maybe a lime or lemon slice in a wine glass or some kind of fancy cup that makes me feel luxurious. And when I drink out of it, I just feel refreshed and renewed. Something so simple, but it gives me that moment of luxury. A fourth strategy is to invest in a few high-quality skincare and makeup products. For that feeling of luxury, especially having good skincare and makeup products that will stand the test of time, that really do a good job, gives me especially that feeling of just self-pampering and doing something just for me. And that's where today's sponsor fits in. Merit Beauty is a minimalist makeup brand that has products that help your body, your skin, and the planet. Merit is one of those companies I've been working with probably the longest because their products are just so good. They are my go-to, and I just cannot speak highly enough about their products. They really care about being skin first, so it actually helps your skin in addition to being makeup. And they've also streamlined your makeup routine so that you just have a few simple steps, yet the products give you that feeling of luxury. They are so smooth and velvety. What's super cool is that they also have this option to buy some of the products in sets, which makes those products 15% off. So for example, there's the skin set, which includes the Day Glow. Clearly, I use this all the time because it's flat across the top. Use this every day. There's the brush number 1, which is excellent for blending. Again, I use this every day. It's my go-to brush. The Minimalist Complexion Stick and the Flush Balm, which adds just a little bit of rosiness to my cheeks. Merit also has my favorite all-time skincare product that makes my face look dewy and glowy, especially along with that Day Glow product. But it's their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. It just glides onto my skin and keeps a barrier between the outside world and my skin, so it keeps the moisture in. Every first Merit purchase comes with a Merit-free signature bag, and orders over $40 ship free. So again, I feel like using Merit products is a great way to streamline your makeup routine, yet still have this little moment of luxury every morning when you put on your makeup. I really stand by these products, so if you're in the market for some beauty products, definitely check out Merit. You can use my link in the description box below. Using my link is another way to support the channel as well. Also, side note, I do want to throw it in there that if you are being thoughtful about shopping and getting pieces that you will want to wear over and over again, that is probably a better investment in your money than just constantly buying new things all the time. So as a side note, I just want to show you my new favorite necklace set. These two necklaces are from Pamela Card Jewelry. I had been eyeing their pieces literally for years, dying to get one, and then they reached out and decided to send me a couple pieces. I know I'm just going to be wearing them all the time. I mean, honestly, look at how pretty they are together. And their overall design is to have what they refer to as modern relics, pieces that can be passed down from generation to generation. And these two are gold plated. It includes Athena's Allegory necklace and the Venus Rising necklace. And I love them paired together, but also separately. And while they are a little pricey, I personally think it's worth the investment for pieces that will really last. Because let's be real, how many kind of mediocre coin necklaces have I purchased in the past to try to get something like this? Quite a few. I just wanted to mention that as another simple way to feel luxurious in a way that, yes, is a one-time purchase, but then it kind of sticks with you for a long time. Just another quick example of that. A fifth strategy for finding a moment of luxury is to savor your favorite snack. Eat it slowly rather than mindlessly. I find that if I really take the time to savor each bite of a snack and focus on the experience and the flavors and the texture, I end up enjoying it more. And one thing that kind of reminded me of this was there was this little speakeasy I used to go to in Minneapolis. It's since shut down. One of their only snacks that they had available was Cheetos, just like regular Cheetos, but they would put them in like a really pretty presentation, and there also wouldn't be very many of them, weirdly. Somehow, those normal Cheetos would suddenly feel like the most luxurious snack ever. And ever since then, every time I eat a Cheeto, I'm like, fancy snack, and I eat it slowly, and I'm just like, mwah. You end up having this little moment of luxury that feels really good. A sixth tip is to give yourself a foot bath and maybe even a little at-home pedicure. I've found that there's nothing like just putting my feet in some nice warm water after a long, hard day. A seventh tip is to play special music during dinner. Pick out something that feels luxurious to you, whatever that might be, and be sure to play it while you're eating. I personally think music really sets the tone and the ambiance, and so take advantage of that. An eighth way to affordably feel luxurious is to go out to dinner, but maybe split the entree and then go home and supplement more food as needed. That way, though, you have that feeling of going out and being in a different environment without paying so much. My next tip is to use fresh herbs, because honestly, there is nothing like a little bit of fresh basil or fresh mint to make a pasta or a salad come alive. And somehow fresh versus dried just makes it feel that much more luxurious, but it's not actually that pricey to invest in some fresh basil. A 10th tip is to use candlelight. I remember back in grad school, I had this one friend who always had her apartment feel so luxurious, so just comfortable to be in, but also in this elevated way. And I realized one big factor was that it always smelled good, and you always saw this beautiful flickering little flame in the candles each time you were there. So I started doing this, and after that, I feel like my whole space started feeling elevated. An 11th one, and this one might be one of my favorites, is to use fresh, clean pajamas when you go to bed. That way, when you're relaxing at night, you just feel like you're not gross and there's like the sweat from the night before. It's just fresh and clean and luxe. A 12th tip is to do a deep clean of your refrigerator or wherever that spot is in your home that often just feels gross. I personally think that when I open up the refrigerator and it's streamlined and sparkly clean, I feel so luxurious because let's be real, most of the time in my house, it's not that way. But this same principle can be applied to other spots in your home that feel a little bit more grimy. A 13th strategy, and this is the one that will probably make the biggest impact, is to just spend a lot of time decluttering, trying to keep your overall space also more clean so that your overall quality of your space and the streamlinedness of your home is streamlinedness a word? I don't know. I feel like that makes a more luxurious feeling space. If you're not seeing clutter everywhere, if you're not seeing a layer of just dirt or stickiness everywhere, it does just feel more luxurious. And I do think this one takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. It's about decluttering regularly, having a plan for that, and figuring out a regular cleaning system that works in the context of your life. Personally, I haven't bought new furniture or pieces in my home in quite some time. And I think that the decluttering and the regular cleaning I've started to do has really helped me do that. It's reduced my desire for something new because when I look around, I feel like my home feels like a pleasant place to be in. And I also think part of it is appreciating the progress I've made, actually looking around and saying, wow, this space is really great. I'm so grateful for it, as opposed to just going through my day not appreciating it. Anyway, this was just kind of a fun video, but I feel like it actually is an important thing to consider when you're trying to reduce accumulation and shopping, and that we do have that itch for something new, that feeling of novelty, that feeling of something luxurious. And so if we can quench that thirst for something really, really nice in other ways, or at least in slightly more affordable ways, I think we'll be better off in the long run. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. That's a great way to support the channel. You can also hit the subscribe button below if you want to see more videos on simple living, minimalism, and building an empowering mindset. And don't forget, if you're interested in those Merit products, you can click the link below. I honestly think that those little moments in the morning when I'm doing my skincare and my makeup, it just is this moment of self-pampering and luxury because of Merit. So if you're interested, I definitely check it out. Anyway, thank you so much for spending this little bit of time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.